welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. It's actually a first of a series of can resilience, HR can impact resilience, or can resilience can impact HR, or how HR can benefit of resilience in a VUCA world. And we have a panel today of my colleagues and friends. And just for disclosure, all of us are part of the Mental Wellness Society. So thank you very much. I will ask you, all the people who are attending, to indicate in the chat room where are you located, city, country. That will help us tremendously. On what type of activity you do. That will be wonderful if you can. So let's start with this video.
What is resilience? In short, resilience is the ability to cope when something goes wrong. From our ancestors' instinct to survive to modern-day stresses and strains. Our resilience has helped us to bounce back when things haven't gone to plan. But what does resilience look like? People who are more resilient are likely to be better at solving problems, ask for help when they need it, and have a can-do attitude. People who are less resilient are likely to struggle under pressure, experience symptoms of anxiety and depression, and often feel deflated and hopeless when things go wrong. So what can you do to boost your resilience? 1. Break the problem down. It will be much easier to manage in smaller pieces. 2. Focus on the positives. It will help you feel more optimistic about finding a solution. 3. Build and use your support network. Whether it's friends, family, or colleagues, it's good to have someone in your corner. 4. Look after yourself. It'll help you refocus, making you feel more confident and in control. 5. Know your limits. If we take on too much, we can feel overwhelmed and unable to cope. Resilience is a skill that you can develop, and it takes practice. Over time, you'll become better and better at resolving problems when they arise. Try these 5 tips to boost your bounce-back ability.
So you have your spiral, down spiral. Start with a spirit in action. Everything is great in the organization. It's a sustainable world-class business, or at the level of individual, it's meaning, flow, joy, compassion. Okay, but at the bottom of the spiral, which can go quick, the people are depressed, there is organizational death, and there is a lot of interest. Again, as I indicated before, don't pay too much attention to the depth and the breadth of the slides, because you will receive a copy of the PowerPoint, so you can look at it at your leisure. But we will only point to you the main element in those slides. So I'm Abraham Gerard Meyer. I have a PhD in psychology and a PhD in physiology, and I've been, I would say, all my professional life involved in human factors. And I have been working in human factors with man in the loop, meaning making sure that the man, the human, is comfortable. Not the technology oblige the mind to change, but the technology adapt to man. But the question is, how can you help to contribute to make the world better? That has been my whole career. I want to thank today also our sponsor, co-sponsor, the Reswell and Wellbeing Resilience Foundation. And the foundation is helping us. It's a not-for-profit organization, and it's helping us to finance events like today, or research, or education. Reswell is a non-for-profit organization. We will speak a little bit later also, but it's a network of researchers. And the Mental Wellness Society is a not-for-profit organization as well. So GIRA is a global institute for resilience advancement, and we believe that together we adapt faster. So you can go later to the website, but the idea is to look at us as basically an accelerator of startup. And when we say startup of innovation, technology, ideas, concept on validation of research. That's what we do. So we have 5 departments, 5 activity, main activity, which are science, research, technology, education, training, internet, communication, well-being, and happiness. So our vision is scientific discovery, transform lives. Our mission, advancing scientific frontiers, innovation drive resilience, igniting technological innovation. Education paves the path of resilience and powering through education. Digital network foster unity, elevating well-being and happiness. Well-being and happiness flourish. We are championing global collaboration, and global cooperation shapes progress by cultivating transformative leaders. But we are not alone. We have an organization, I would say a sister organization, which is called the Mental Wellness Society. Today, we started the Mental Wellness Society day 1 of COVID, so a few years ago only, with a little group of us. And now we have over 250,000 members with 18,500 experts. They are the ones who are more engaged, involved, 24/7 in 74 countries, because we're all over the world. We started with helping in COVID to reduce burnout and the idealization of suicide for medical profession and first responders. Then we continue with war in Ukraine. And with the war in Ukraine, we help psychologists because we wanted them to be stronger in order to help the population. And now we are active in Israel because, as you know, there is a VUCA on steroid attacking us in Israel. So that's what we do. So we have this activity. We have 5 groups: research, validation, health and wellness, agent of change, meaning corporation, business, education, parenting, psychologist, life coach, social worker, all type of profession which have to do with mental health. So basically, 5 groups on who will be addressing to you today as part of those 5 groups. So VUCA, corporate world is constantly evolving with VUCA, which is volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity, hyperconnectivity. But those threats present something very, very serious, which goes by stress, burnout, and even suicide. So there are things that it really can hurt your productivity. So resilience basically is not to feel like a victim. And many times in corporation, employees feel like a victim. They feel abused. So the priority is when calamity occurs is to survive. And how do you do that? You focus, for example, in Israel, we use that tool, focus of what you will do after the war. That projects you after the war. That projects you to a positive outcome. Helping others is very important. That's what we all do in the Mental Wellness Society. Social interaction. You choose what you let enter in your mind, soul, and heart. That's important. You have a choice. Be a solution-oriented person focusing on your destination. Destination is really what will take everybody out of any type of problem, looking at a positive destination. In my regard, it all started at Carnegie Mellon, Driver Training Safety Institute. I received a congressional apportionment in T21. It's a grant which was administered by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. It was a budget of $18 million for 3 years, where we were only studying split-second optimal decision-making under stress and duress to make the driver safer. How do you make safer? We did not reduce accidents, we prevent accidents, and it's a different paradigm. So the discovery, 85% of the population was non-diagnosed ADHD. We analyzed 1,400 professionals. And what we found is that the safety is achieved through avoiding flight, fight, freeze by focusing on non-intuitive and teaching of looking at a positive outcome. Change and resilience can be learned because you end up where you look. Accident teach accident. Success teaches success. So positive destination is the most potent backward design asset. We work starting by the end. What do you want to achieve? Otherwise, you enter in panic and tunnel vision effect. Impulsivity and attention are two major causes of danger. And polymodal intervention ensure long-term durable change achieved through combining mind and body awareness. You see, on that slide, you see that to hear a word is a part of the brain. To think of a word is another part. To speak about that word is another part. And to see that word is another part. That explains why multimodal is so powerful to help people. Tunnel vision is a survival mechanism. It basically, the blood pressure goes up, the heartbeat goes up, adrenaline goes up, and the hormone kick in, and your eyelid close, horizontally, longitudinally. So when you are in tunnel vision effect, I'm sorry, you only see that area. The rest is closed. So meaning your visual field of perception is limited, and your cognitive field of visual is even smaller. But if we remove that TV, look at all what you see. And that's what we do with what we do. And you need to know that TV is a precursor of PTSD. So we balance the stress response, and we work on the vagus nerve, and we help to control impulse control and to keep calm, to stay calm. So we are negatively wired, but there is a solution. So the solution is you end up where you look. And also, green door, red door, we'll see that in a minute, and to let go the problem. And you see the monkey have his hand, he's prisoner, because he have a banana in the hand and he does not let go. So what we ask to everybody is, what is your banana? Because at the moment you let it go, you are free. So instead of asking yourself, why does this always happen to me? Ask yourself what makes you always follow the same path. Because humans are creators of habits. And what we propose you is purposely a new problem, not to do as before. So green door, red door is very simple. Life is binary. If you see a red door, which is a problem, look and you will see the green door. And the green door takes you to another green door, another one, and you end up to your destination. But the key is to keep your internal locus of control, to be in control of what you choose. Unfortunately, when there is something like COVID or VUCA, your internal locus of control slides down to become an external locus of control. And that's what we see every day worldwide with the post-COVID PTSD. Because the people are not used to decide anymore and to choose. They don't know what to do. And that's part of the calamity people have in VUCA. So VUCA stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity, hyperconnectivity. But in fact, they are present in our world every day. And what you want to do is to give primacy of your reasoning rather than your emotion. Volatility have a psychological effect, a physiological effect. Uncertainty have a different physiological effect, a different psychological effect. Complexity as well, physiological effect too. Ambiguity have a lot of, give confusion in decision, lack of clarity, and it really impacts mental well-being, as Dr. Leisman will explain. And hyperconnectedness is very important because we have a lot of fake news. We spend our time with our cell phone and not to think. So the brain is where the remediation happens. So because you will participate in this event, we will send you a link to have healing music. And there is one to make you relax. There is one to help you to sleep. And there is one to make you more alert when you wake up. We have received an authorization to distribute 8 million for free of those things to help the population in Israel. So yes, we help through technology, but also through psychology.